Hey guys, welcome to Watkins Way. Today we're going to make a recipe. It's called Steak Diane. And Steak Diane was very popular back in the 40s and 50s. Mainly if you went to an upscale restaurant, what they would do is they bring it out tableside and they got the burner and everything and they make it right there and then they flambe the mushrooms. So anyway, I'm using a flat iron steak. Flat iron steak is cut from the top blade of the chuck, and the flat iron steak is the second most tender part, or second most tender steak that you can get. Filet mignon would be the most tender. So we're gonna do a little salt on here, and I got canola oil in here. Canola oil won't burn, it just gets real hot and makes the cooking easier. But what you want to do when you're cooking with grease like this, always lay it down away from you. That way you don't splatter yourself, you just splatter the cameraman. So anyway, that's what you do. A little bit more pepper on here. Now, Steak Diane consists of bella mushrooms, and I'm going to use half a shallot. I'm going to use some minced garlic. Then we're going to make our cream, and that's going to be 1/4 cup of beef broth, 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce, and then 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Then we're going to use a probably teaspoon or so of Dijon Mustard, and we're going to remove our steaks in a little bit, and we're going to saute our mushrooms. We're going to add a little brandy to it and flambe the mushrooms so we get that. There's not going to be any alcohol on it, but you're going to get the flavor of the brandy and a mahogany color on the mushrooms. It's going to be great. So these are going to cook pretty quick. Probably going to cook these to about medium rare. So this flat iron steak is not that thick, probably a minute and a half on each side, and you got medium rare, be perfect. And as soon as these are done, we're going to remove them. We're going to add in a half a stick of butter. I always add butter to everything. Then we're going to add our bella, or I think another name for it is cremini mushrooms. So if you're at the store, you see cremini, that's what you need, or bella mushrooms. As far as they're the same mushrooms. So anyway, now that we got this going, let's go ahead and remove our steaks. Got them over here. And then let's add our butter in. Try to get this melted quick as I can without burning myself. All right. Mushrooms. I'm going to add half a shallot, and I didn't have any real garlic, but I had some minced garlic in the refrigerator, so I'm just going to use this. It's the same taste. And let's get this started up here. Now we got our mushrooms, our shallots cooking. And this is what they did in the upscale restaurants like in New York or maybe LA. They would do this tableside. They'd bring the burner out. They'd add probably 1/4 cup of brandy and light it and flambe. And if you don't drink alcohol, don't worry, the alcohol won't be on here. It's burning off right now. It's just going to give a good brandy flavor to the mushrooms, and also turn them into like a mahogany color. So the alcohol is completely burned off. Now what we're going to do is, remember we made up our, get back in there, don't try to get away. We made up our cream, so we're going to add that. And we just want to bring this to a boil so it's really bubbly. Mix this up real good and just wait for it to come up to a boil. And As soon as it starts boiling, it's gonna thicken up. Then we're gonna add our steaks back in. You know, I cooked a lot when I was in my early 20s, and my fun thing to do, steak Diane was real popular back then, so, you know, if I was dating a girl or, you know, whoever I was dating, I'd say, you wanna come over, I'm gonna make a steak Allison or steak Mia. You know, it was fun. That worked, you know. So anyway, we got our steak Diane, since there's no women around today. We're gonna call it steak Diane. All right, so we're just gonna let this thicken up just a little bit. All right, now we got our sauce bubbling and thickening up, so let's add our steaks back in. And what I'm gonna do is cook these. I probably got them a little rare when I first took them out, but they're gonna finish cooking right now. You know, this goes good with, you know, my thing is, I like to say old school. And, you know, you could do this and have broccoli with it or, you know, something like that. I just do meat and potatoes. I like to take one potato, cut it in wedges, put it on a cookie sheet, put it in the oven, baste it with a little salt and pepper and butter. Then you got meat and potatoes. You know, I just like to keep it simple. So anyway, let's see how this is. So take this out. And flat iron steak is a good piece of meat. Like I said before, it's what the second most tender meat that there is. So it's fun time. Fun time for me. Either having to sip the cocktails or, yep. Pretty much medium rare. You can see that. Now, what I want to do is take a little bit of the mushrooms, a little bit of the steak. Oh man. The sauce is unbelievable. All right, steak Diane. The recipe has been around since probably the 20s or maybe 100 years ago. It's really good. Serve it with potatoes. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please subscribe, comments good or bad. Let me know. Gotta go have lunch. Bye.